Greetings, ladies and gentle people. Welcome to the Land of Illusion commentary, the second game in the Illusion series, and I will not lie, this has got to be the hardest game in the entire series. It's gotta be. Because, I mean, there are many things that you will see in this game that make no sense at all. But there is more of an illusion type of thing to the storyline this time around. Mickey falls asleep while reading a ducking book. Then he finds somebody who looks like Daisy Duck, who mentions that an evil phantom is damaging the village among other places, and Mickey, knowing his kind self, I'd probably do the same thing. I'm willing to help out. And he's willing to help out. So Mickey has to go through a whole bunch of places once more and restore happiness. Because, you know, did you say phantom? I will not lie. I used to be good at doing Mickey Mouse voices. I'm better than I used to be back in the past, but I'm not as good as I think I am. Swirl! I'll do my best! You see, the problem is I'm mixing the Mickey Mouse that we know from 1989 with the Mickey Mouse that we know in 2004, like with Mickey's House of Mouse. And that's kind of where my Mickey Mouse voice is awful. A while back, I used to do the whole... Yeah, I used to do that kind of high-pitched Mickey voice, but sadly, I didn't think it came out well, so that's why I went out on my way to change it, for obvious reasons. Now, you can actually go back to Daisy's house at any time. This is really the only time I do it. A good princess in the North Mountains can tell you how to get to the Phantom. That is Minnie Mouse. Yes, in this, every character is portraying somebody differently. And I will not lie, it's kind of obscure when you see it, but it makes sense. Now, I am really glad I did not enable frame advance with this, because I won't lie, this game, along with Castle of Illusion, runs at double speed if you enable the frame advance. Mickey is still scoring the same things he had in Castle of Illusion. He actually can bounce on the ground now with his butt, which is kind of nice. I mean, like, the butt bounce that he had originally only worked on enemies, but one of the things that he also has, too, is he can use his butt bounce to slide on things. That is something he did not have in Castle of Illusion, at least on the Genesis. I've never played the Master System and Game Gear version of the game, so I can't say anything about it. I can't say anything about the Game Gear and Master System version of Castle of Illusion, mostly because I haven't played it. But if it has a sliding feature, good for it. Good for it. There will be signs hanging around all over the place. And what those signs do, no matter whether they have a left or right arrow, if it's a scrolling section, that arrow will switch the direction of the scrolling, but it also doubles up as a checkpoint. Mickey also has the ability to pick up and toss items, kind of like how he did it. Well, no, Mickey was not in Super Mario USA. What am I saying? If Mickey Mouse was in Super Mario USA, do you know how much of a better game that would be? Then again, how many Nintendo games, besides Epic Mickey 1 and 2, obviously, got any really good reception on a Nintendo console? Like what Mickey Mouse games played well on a Nintendo console? And do not say Mickey Mania. Mickey Mania was awful. The worst version of Mickey Mania, if I had to say, was the Super Nintendo and Super Famicom version. You can snitch about the what version is it? Yeah, you can snitch all about the PSX version all you want, just because of the difficulty. But I hate Mickey Mania on the Super Nintendo just for the loading times alone. I've never liked Mickey Mania on any console but the Genesis or the PSX. Sega CD does do a good job, but, you know, I I kind of wish that Mickey and the Beanstalk played in moose hunting and the dungeon area like it's supposed to. But, you know, I won't lie, it does the job. It does the job well. And to complete the level, you have to pretty much pick up a key or something else that completes the level. You know, it's a nice little touch. Adds a little more to the illusion feeling. As I said before, this is the first game where Mickey has an air gauge. Don't get me wrong, though. Mickey can walk on the regular water. Oh, hi thing from Splash Woman's stage in Mega Man. Oh, crap, I just spoiled another thing in the Mega Man series, didn't I? But this is stupid. This is stupid. Mickey has an air gauge. And now, it's not as much as, say, in a game such as World of Illusion. In World of Illusion, Mickey does not have an air gauge. What he has instead is something entirely worse. He has an air bubble that can pop after a while. It never tells you exactly how to refill the bubble, but if Mickey or Donald's bubble pops, then you are completely screwed and you have to restart that part of the level. You lose it. You lose a chance, and holy crap, shark encounter. Yeah, I'm watching CBS News while watching this episode, while watching the Raws here, and some guy just picked up a shark out of the water. That is ducking awesome. I don't know anybody who has the guts to do that. Needless to add the strength. Now we have to go into our inner Rye Star here. Basically, you have to swim from one area to the other. Hold on to the ladder when the water's blowing so that you don't get, blown. No matter what way you see that, I can add a pun to that if you really want me to. I don't know if I want to add a pun, but yeah. But back to what I was saying, the way that this game is hard, the way that Land of Illusion is by far the hardest game in the Illusion series, because I won't lie, Legend, although it might be long, it is well worth the difficulty. This game starts you off with 2 hits, just like the hard mode in Castle of Illusion Genesis had, which in my opinion is stupid. You do not do this to Mickey. You do not limit him to 2 hits. Heck, not even Mickey Mania, which is one of the hardest games in the series. Not even it does that. Then again, that game was much... I would say it was much superior in the difficulty department, because it at least gave us 5 hits max. And at least had a lot of stars that you could heal yourself up with. Okay, this is by far one of the hardest levels in the game. So you're being chased by a fire guy, and again, starting off the game with 2 hits, do you really think that you'll survive that? I highly doubt it. That's why they have to. Well, I don't know what the Mickey coins do. I think when you get a certain amount, you end up being able to, dang, what's what I'm looking for? I think you're able to get a 1-up. Just take a look at the footage while playing, because I'm not really sure. I know after a certain score you get a 1-up, but I can't really tell. But yeah, actually about the health. If you want to increase the health, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to find these red and white flashing stars in select levels in the game. But as far as I'm aware, there are 14 to 16 of these. I only find about 4 or 5. And again, I'm not doing, I don't know if you get an extra level for finding them all. But I just got the normal ending with this game. Assuming that there are multiple endings. And I ended up getting my max health. And I'm okay with that. Actually, it kind of makes me feel better about beating the original DuckTales 2 on the NES on the easy difficulty. One thing I never mentioned about DuckTales 1 and 2 when I was playing them is that your amount of hits is doubled to 10 at maximum when playing DuckTales 1 and 2 on easy. On normal, I think it's the same. The difference between normal between normal and hard, though, if that's not the case, is that, like, in DuckTales 1, you had to actually hold the down button, not just the B button, but also the down button if you wanted to do an attack. I don't know the point for it since DuckTales 2 fixed that, but again, it's there. It's there. And Ed Markey was sworn in. Yay. I won't lie, I honestly wonder why they give you a time limit. It's one of the only games that does it. And anywho, we have to fight a dragon. Just from its look, I think it's a female. But, looks like 3 hits and it's down. I forget the name of this guy. We find out his name in the end, but he's a ducking moose. I really want to speak. I really want to speak like Goofy for this, but no, it just doesn't work. But yeah, basically, he gives you a shrinking potion that allows you to downsize your body. Which, don't get me wrong, this really, really comes in handy. Especially for later stages which require it, like you'll have to go down to certain areas and crawl through some hidden books that are a must. And that's the end of the first part. In part 2, we shall go to areas that we were not supposed to go to originally until after we completed this castle. Is that it? I guess that's all the time we have.